Hello everyone, it's Becca. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a trying sustainable products so you don't have to kind of video. And basically just over the past couple of months, I've been trying out a lot of new sustainable and zero waste-ish swaps. And so I figured I would just compile all of them into one video so I could really easily share my thoughts and my reviews and my ratings on all of them so that hopefully you guys can also learn a little bit more and help you guys to make more informed purchasing decisions. And before we get into that, I did want to quickly say that I know that this is not an original video idea. Personally, I've seen Christy from Stojo Christina do videos like this before, so I will link her channel down below if you want to check out some of hers. But I feel like videos like this are really great to have more than one person do because we all have different bodies, so of course we're all going to have different preferences and experiences with products, and also we might just try completely different products anyway, so I feel like it's really helpful to have as many people talking about sustainability as possible so that, like I said, we can all just make more informed purchasing decisions and hopefully save a little bit of money. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so starting off with the brand HiBar, I tried 2 products from them. The first one is I tried their solid shampoo in their volumized line, and then I also tried their solid conditioner in the moisturized line. And I had actually never heard of HiBar before, but I came across them in my Kroger because these were actually on clearance. So both of these retail for $14, but I believe I bought them for around $1.99. And I kind of just figured, like, hey, that's a really great deal, let me try these out, and if I end up liking them, that's about the same price as the product I currently use from Lush, so I'd save a little bit of money now, and in the long run that would be what I normally spend. And basically these are solid hair products, and they are vegan and certified cruelty-free. They're a solid product which is more environmentally friendly, and they come in paper packaging, which they say is both compostable and recyclable. And then they're also free of parabens, sulfates, silicones, and phthalates, which personally, that's not something I really look out for. I feel like there's a lot of misinformation and fear-mongering in the clean beauty realms, so I definitely just need to do more of my own research before I really decide my opinions on those, but I do always just like to use naturally derived products whenever possible because I think it's just really cool that nature makes all these amazing things naturally. So that's kind of where I was coming at with purchasing these. And so what's really interesting about these is that they're not shaped like normal bars. They come in this kind of teardrop shape, and I'm not sure exactly why that is. According to the directions, it says to rub this flat side onto your hair directly, which I was pretty surprised by because typically I do rub products straight onto my hair, but I feel like that's what generally people say not to do because then you might end up using too much. So I've been trying out the shampoo for about a month now, and I've actually found that it works better to work it into my hands, and I found that I really have to get a lot of product. At first I was really not having any luck with this whatsoever. I felt like my hair was so dirty after I used it, but I think that's just because it is free of sulfates, so it just doesn't lather up as well as conventional shampoos, and so you kind of have to work a little harder to get it worked throughout your hair. So now that I know that and I've kind of realized that, I feel like I'm having a lot better luck with it. I do feel like my hair has kind of had a little more lift to it, which is nice because it's really long right now and usually the weight of my hair would kind of weigh it down. But I also don't know if my hair is just looking better because I'm out of classes and sweating less. So lots of factors at play here, but I do feel like I like it, and I feel like if I were to use this every other wash with my normal shampoo, which by the way is the Jumping Juniper one from Lush, I feel like that would work really well for me. And then as for the conditioner, I will be honest, I did just use this for the first time last night. I kind of forgot about it, and previously I was just using a sample of a conditioner bar I got from Lush. It's in a blue color, but I don't remember what the name of it is. And this one I did rub directly on my hair because that's what I usually do with my Lush one, and I feel like this definitely did leave my hair softer than the one I was using, so that's definitely an improvement for my current routine. I can't say I'm totally blown away and have just suddenly silky hair, but maybe over time it will get there. And so for both these products, I'm going to give them a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I do feel like I just need to continue playing around with them a little bit more, but I do like them. I'm just not so blown away with them that I'm going to give them a 4 or 5 stars. Alright, and so moving on to Hey Humans, I just have one product from them. This is their deodorant in the Rosewater Ginger scent. Again, this is vegan and cruelty-free, and it comes in paper packaging, which is made of an FSC mix, and it's recyclable. And then again, this is free of aluminum, propylene glycol, and parabens, which again aren't really things I necessarily look for. And this retails for around $7. I picked this up at Target. I actually have two now because I really like this. I feel like the shape is very easy to use. I've been using a native one previously, and I believe they did rework their shape, but because of how long it was kind of difficult to use. So I feel like this is very ergonomic. It also works very well. I do find that it wears off maybe a little bit quicker than my native one, but I don't mind reapplying throughout the day. And it smells really good, and I just really like it, and I love that it was so affordable. I did just see recently that now they're having some of their products carried on Amazon, which I'm, a little wary of, and apparently that also came with a price markup, so I definitely want to keep my eyes on this brand and where they go as they continue to grow. But as they stand right now, I really like this product. I would definitely try some of their others, and I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so next up I have a mouthwash. I had recently used up my mouthwash that was just from Crest or Colgate or whatever conventional brand it was, because as you guys know, I always say you should use up what you have first. It's always the most sustainable thing to do, but I was in the market for a new one, and I've been looking into a lot of the options, and a lot of them were just really expensive, so I had kind of landed on making my own, but it was kind of unclear if that would be like shelf stable or if I would have to refrigerate it. And I also kind of decided I do make my own toothpaste, which I'm really happy with, but I feel like I should have something in my oral care routine that has like fortified ingredients and stuff. So I finally landed on this mouthwash from the brand Hello. This is in their mint scent, and it is of course vegan and cruelty free. And as you can tell, this is actually their refill bag, so they do sell normal bottles of this, but I decided to just clean out an old kombucha bar and use this instead. Not only does it look cuter, but it also saves a lot of plastic to buy this bag instead of multiple bottles. So this definitely isn't a perfect solution. Obviously it is still plastic, but like I said, it's going to use less plastic over time with this option. And one thing I do like about Hello is they do have a TerraCycle program, so you can responsibly recycle a lot of their packaging through that program. I'm pretty sure it doesn't include these bags, which is a bit of a bummer. I should definitely send an email to them and ask them to improve that. But overall, I really like this. I think this retails for about $10. And you get about 2 bottles worth of mouthwash. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal, especially compared to the other sustainable options I was looking at. And I would definitely buy this again, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And it also works very well. I feel like it leaves my mouth feeling clean and minty. I should probably mention that as well. Alright, so I feel like a lot of the things in this video have been me looking for alternatives to my Lush products. And it's not because I don't love my Lush ones, but I am always looking to save a couple of dollars when I can. So I've been using the mascara from Lush for a long time now. I've gone through so many tubes of it, but it is a little pricier, so I wanted to try out a few more mascaras from Pacifica to see if I could find one I liked better at a little bit of a cheaper price point. So I've tried some of their older ones, and they just, a few years ago, and those just really didn't do it for me, so I tried out 2 of their newer ones. The first one is their vegan collagen mascara. This retails for $16. I believe the Lush one is around $20, maybe even more than that, so saves a couple of dollars. And this one was okay. I like the shape of the brush. It's this kind of like hourglass shape. The product was pretty good, but again, like I just wasn't blown away by it. I didn't like it as much as my Lush one. I do feel like the couple extra dollars for the Lush one is worth it, so I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It's really just kind of middle of the road to me. And then the other one I just tried, this is what I actually have on my lashes today because I'm in the process of using it. This is the Black Crystal's Supercharged Extending Mineral Mascara from Pacifica. And this one has, again, like a faux hairbrush. It's not a plastic one, but the bristles are a lot shorter. And I hate that they're so short. I feel like it just clumps up the mascara, and the mascara is really wet. So I've actually had to like change around how I do my makeup in the morning. I now have to do mascara first, so it has time to dry while I do my eyebrows before I go in and do my heated lash curler. So that's just kind of annoying, and again, since the bristles are so short, I feel like it just clumps the mascara onto my eyelashes. When I blink, it gets around my eyes, so I'm having to clean up my mascara every day, and it's just annoying. This one's $14 by the way, so a little cheaper than the other one, but Again, I still think my Lush one is where it's at, so I'm gonna give this like a 2 out of 5 stars. It's fine, I'm using it, and I am able to get it to look how I want it to. It just kind of takes a little bit more time and effort. Alright, so moving on to Package Free Shop. As you guys probably know, Package Free Shop is one of my go-to places for any type of zero waste and sustainable product. And if you follow me over on Instagram, I did a haul a little while ago of some things I picked up, and pretty much everything in that video I've loved. Obviously metal straws, stainless steel funnel, craft paper tape, all of those are kind of hard to get wrong, I feel like, so those have all been working great. And I also really like the lint roller I got. When you use it on clothing, you do have to be kind of careful so it doesn't snag, but I've also found that it works really well on furniture. My roommate has 3 cats and they have been shedding like crazy now that it's getting warmer, so we've been using that on our furniture and it works super well. And one thing I did get that I do not love though, and so I wanted to make sure I share my thoughts on this, is this loofah. And the reason I got this is because I had actually gotten this loofah maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I believe I showed this in a haul on my channel, so if I can find that I'll put it up in the cards. And I had got this to use it as like a body wash scrubber, and this was just way too rough for my skin, which by the way, this retails for $3.50, this retails for $2.50. It was just way too rough for my skin, so I never ended up using it. And so I was like, I saw this one, I liked how it had the little hook, I thought it would be really easy to like hang in my shower and everything, and it has 2 different sides, so I was like, oh, like one of those sides definitely has to be soft. I was reading some of the reviews and some people said that it was soft enough to use on their skin, but once again, I just found that it was way too abrasive for my skin. So based on what I originally bought these for, I'm gonna give them a 1 out of 5 stars because they just could not work as like a body loofah. However, I know that you can use these for many other things like washing dishes, scrubbing your bathtub, so I definitely want to give them a try for that purpose in the future. I just haven't done that yet because I've been using up other products I have. So once I try these out for those uses, I'll definitely be sure to update you guys, but for using on your body, I would not recommend. So with those unfortunate fails, that brings me to my next thing I tried. So I just discovered we have a zero waste store right here in Richmond called Less Than. I definitely recommend checking it out. And they sell these soap saver bags, which you can find these at lots of zero waste stores. And so I was like, well, not only would that be great for, of course, putting my little soap pieces in, but I feel like this could work really well as a body scrubber loofah. Sorry, I don't know what to call those, like a scrubby. I don't know. Again, it has like the little hook so I can hang it right up in my shower. It has a drawstring. And what I've actually started doing is I just put like an entire bar of soap in here. And I just leave it like that in my shower. And this is so much softer because it's just cotton, I believe. It lathers up super nicely, and I've just been using this for my body wash instead. The only thing about it is that it does kind of drip out some soap, so I feel like I am losing a little bit of product, which isn't ideal, of course. So I'm gonna have to see like how much faster I actually go through a bar of soap than before, but overall this is the best solution I have found in terms of washing my body without using a plastic loofah. And I know someone will probably comment like, why don't you just use a washcloth? I've thought about that. That like really weirds me out for some reason, like getting a washcloth super wet and like leaving it in the bathroom. I just feel like that's a recipe for disaster. But again, that's why I'm making this video. This is just my personal opinions. If a washcloth works for you, then that is awesome. And I don't quite remember how much this retailed for, but I think it was just a few dollars. And then I just got one other thing from Less Than when I was in there. Again, this is something that you can find from many different package-free, zero-waste vendors, and this is just a bamboo toothbrush case. I didn't have one of these, and all I had was one of those little plastic caps, and it doesn't fit on my bamboo toothbrush, so I got one of these. Works super great. You just twist the lid off and put your toothbrush in there, and it does have holes poked in the ends so it can aerate and not get moldy. And you can also flip the cap over and use it as a little toothbrush stand when you're traveling. So all around, I really like this. I brought it with me to DC. Definitely gonna bring it with me when I go to New York City in a couple of days. And yeah, nice simple product that you just can't go wrong with. And so for both of those products from Less Than, I would give them a 5 out of 5 stars. And moving on to our last couple of products, I did talk about all of these over on my Instagram, so I'll try to keep these descriptions brief and definitely make sure you are following me over there so that you don't miss out on even more sustainability content. But my first thing is a cup from Stojo. This is their 16-ounce cup and I am in love with this. This retails for $20, but I actually got mine on Poshmark for $9 plus shipping, but of course $20 would also have shipping on top of that as well. So if you want to get a Stojo cup, definitely check out Poshmark. I saw a whole bunch of them when I was looking. And basically what's so cool about these is that they are of course reusable cups, but you can actually use them for both hot and cold beverages, which makes it more sustainable because that means less products you need to buy. And it's also collapsible, which is just perfect for traveling and taking with you on the go. Again, I brought this to DC and I'm going to bring it again with me to New York City. And I just feel like in general, this is just a really well thought out product. It collapses really easily, and inside they also have the markings of the ounces lines, so it's really easy to take to coffee shops. It's made of food grade silicone. It meets some of the highest standards in the world in terms of safety for that. My one thing I would like to see them improve is to use recycled silicone instead of virgin silicone, just to take their environmental impact even more so in a positive direction, but that is something that according to their website they are working on, so I am hopeful for that. But yeah, if my rave did not already show it, I am giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, and our last two products are from Kind Laundry. Again, I just posted about these in a reel over on my Instagram, so I will link that down below if you want to check it out. And I want to be fully transparent with you guys. Kind Laundry did send me these products for free in exchange for that reel, but they have no idea that I'm posting about them on YouTube as well. I just figured it would be best to give all of my thoughts on all of these products in one spot so you can just easily come back to and refer to this video. But just to kind of summarize my thoughts in case you did miss that Instagram post, basically they sent me their travel pack of their laundry detergent sheets. This is their fragrance-free version. And so these are vegan and cruelty-free and come packaged in paper. And basically they are just these pre-measured laundry detergent sheets. So these are a solid product, which is of course more environmentally friendly than a liquid one, as I've talked about before. And these are just super easy to use because you can just stick this sheet straight into your washing machine. I did tear mine up when I used it, just because I have a very old fickle machine and I wanted to make sure that they dissolved well, but they dissolved so well. It got super bubbly in there, and I felt like my clothes came out really clean after using this, and I felt like my whites were whiter, so just all the things you want when using laundry detergent, of course. And then the other product they sent me is their stain remover bar. So this is just like literally a bar of soap that you can rub onto any stains you have. It has instructions on how you like let it sit and rinse it out and everything. And again, I tested this as well. I had a little dressing stain on a shirt and it got it right out. And of course, again, this is vegan, cruelty-free, and comes packaged in paper. So I was very impressed with the effectiveness of these products. I just did have a few concerns about their ingredients, and I did pass these over to the woman on the Kind Laundry team I was working with, and she said she would pass them along to the rest of the team. So in terms of detergent sheets, I was a little concerned that they are formulated using PBAs. If you don't know, PBAs are a type of plastic that's very common in laundry detergent products, and it is biodegradable, so it will break down very small within the environment. And the woman I was talking to, she did assure me that these have a very low toxicity level, and she referred me to a website to learn more, so I'll link that down below if you want to do some more of your own research. So as the research currently stands, and as far as I understand it, it seems like PBAs aren't something to really worry about, but I am kind of curious to see, as more research comes out over the years, and as these things are in the environment for longer, like what those impacts actually end up being. But I feel like just in terms of plastic, with most conventional laundry products, you're not only going to be having the PVA in the product, but you're also going to be having the plastic of the container. So overall, these definitely use less plastic than other products, so I feel like they're a better option for that. And then in terms of the stain remover stick, this does use palm oil, which if you're not aware, palm oil very often leads to deforestation. It's quite destructive, actually, the harvesting of it. So that's something I was a little bit concerned about, so I recommended that maybe they could look into making sure that the palm oil they're using is certified, that it's been sustainably and responsibly sourced. So again, she said she would pass my thoughts on that over to the team. But again, you know, I feel like all of these products have some sort of nuance to them, whether it's, you know, the fact that this mouthwash still comes packaged in plastic, or it's the fact that this stain remover bar has palm oil in it. Nothing is perfect, nothing is exactly zero waste or just perfectly sustainable, and I think that is so important to remember, and it's part of why I wanted to make this video, just to explain, you know, what my knowledge is and what my opinions are of these things. But of course, you know, things are always changing and we all, again, have our own unique experiences. Alright, and so coming back to Kinda Laundry, I would give both of these products a 5 out of 5 because, like I said, I was really impressed with how well they worked, and I think they are definitely better options than what is currently on the market. And if you guys do want to check them out, I have a discount code, so I'll pop that up on the screen and leave a link down below, which will get you guys 10% off of your order, so yay for savings. But I have definitely been rambling for way too long, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you enjoyed it, please of course give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. I'm thinking about turning this into a series, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you have any products you'd like to see me try in the next one, feel free to leave me a comment down below so I can try to include your suggestions as well. Of course, go follow me over on Instagram. As I've said multiple times in this video, there is so much more sustainability content over there, so check it out. But with all of that said, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!